morning, afternoon, night. This is We Are Not Prepared, and we are your hosts, Byron
and Mark Ivy.
Oh, gosh, friends. It's your old pal Goof. Well, welcome, Byron.
That last one sounded like I was choking something up. It's good to see you, man.
Well.
Welcome to We Are Not Prepared.
Well. Looky what we got here. We got ourselves a possibility man. What, you think anything's possible? Possibility man?
That's all I got.
I'll tell you, no.
I tell you, Sapphire, there's nothing happening over here but the pain and the gain and the loss.
What are you, a Southern? Are you a Southern gentleman?
There's a lot of pain down here. I do declare, so.
I do. So for the two listeners that are now immediately turning off their radios, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm playing hurt, Byron.
I heard you broke your rotator cuff.
I'm playing hurt mentally, physically. Playing beat baseball, fractured my freaking shoulder, and also mass ADHD shortages. And I'm going on, it's been day 3 without ADHD medication.
Really?
The subject is squirrely. Cannot pay attention.
Now they're out of Is it a shortage?
Yeah. I got a text. It's a whole thing, man. It's been a roller coaster. We changed insurances. So ever since January 1st hit, they wouldn't cover what I usually take, which I loved that. And now I have to go through a cycle of different ones to prove to them that I need to be what I've been taking the last 6 years. It's a whole thing. So if anyone hears a foot tap, that is me violently tapping my foot. Can't help it.
Can we buy it illegally?
Yeah, you can. You know anyone who sells meth?
Actually, I do.
People say, I bet you do.
I do.
How are they doing?
They're in jail, but...
Oh. So you got to go to jail to get it? What a trap. Okay, could you imagine? Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine being a free person and going to a drug deal at jail?
Why are you in? To get my ADHD medicine. Yeah. So now, when were you diagnosed?
Probably like second grade. All the Ivy boys, my 2 brothers, my dad, were all on it. And then there's just my poor mother. My poor mother has a bunch of blind, hyper children in her house. Or not anymore, but when we come back, it's a riot.
Now, did they pay attention to it as much when you were a kid as they do now?
No, but man, it's a whole so no, they don't. It's way more prevalent now just because of how much, who knows who has what nowadays. Everyone's just like, go take this, and that's where I come in. Like my daughter she is off the rails, something else. Like her mind is a million, she can't pay attention. I'm not saying she's going to be diagnosed with ADHD. I'm never going to break that girl's spirit because that's what we love about her. But even my parents were like, yeah, she's a lot. And we're going to come to that conversation. And I might, as a dad, I will have a conversation with my wife, but I don't know if I want her on it. That stuff's ruled my life for years. And it's not cool to not take. Now the opposite end is like, well, that's what the medicine's for, so just take it. And I'm like, what if I spent a year not taking it? I'm sure Mark would figure it out. I mean, my loved ones would suffer, and my colleagues for a little bit, but
and me.
No, because I feel like you thrive off. You and I are all over the place, anyways.
Yeah, I used to. In my day, they didn't do medicine. They would just go
do I need to whoop your butt to make you sit in that seat longer? So that was like my medicine. But then, I mean, I would just do all this stuff in my seat.
Do you recall getting whipped in school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to have this principal, like, he had a baseball bat sawed in half.
What?
Sawed in half with holes drilled in it.
Oh, my God.
And you would go in and he would go, you have a choice. You could get suspended or you could get paddles.
Gosh.
And so
he's got like a batter's box in his, he's like, get on all fours in the left-handed batting box. I'm going righty today.
Bend over and grab him. Yeah. And
dude,
we would get swatted and then we would try not to, because you'd have to wait in the outside office. You'd get swatted.
Man.
And so you'd be like in line. And you would try not to cry. And so, like, tears, he would hit you so hard, the tears would, like, fly out of your eyes.
Oh,
and so,
Mark, that's how much they loved swatting back then. They would literally manipulate objects to be like, now, if you saw this in half and put some holes in it, you're going to get some really good, like, what the?
Yeah.
That's too much.
He would be in jail today.
But, baseball bats, too. That's, hey, folks, our zero listeners, that's where I draw the line. Swinging baseball bats at children.
I remember, boy, it's such a different time. I remember we had a gym teacher when I was in elementary school, and he played for the Denver Broncos, and he would
John Elway.
No, he was he wasn't a star. But we'd be lined up for like lunch or something, and if you wasn't standing straight, he would come over and grab you by the shirt and throw you up against the wall and say, straighten up. And so, I mean, she was just.
Did you were there white? Did you go up going to segregated schools?
That was integrated. Okay. And he was a white football player.
Yeah, I bet. Golly, Byron, just the raw end of the stick.
Well, I stood in line.
The raw end of the stick, is that a thing?
That is the raw end. Would that be interesting if you actually had a stick that was raw? Like,
is that the phrase? Why does that feel weird? The short end of the stick.
Short end of the stick.
What's the raw end?
You just made that up. So
there's the raw end of something.
That you just completely made that up. Okay, I have something we could do today. I have an idea.
I kind of liked what we were doing, but all right.
Huh?
I liked what we were doing.
I do like what we're doing, but I mean, I just have you're not on your medication, so I'm all over the place, and so.
Dude, don't kick me when I'm down, Byron.
Please, so let me. So, if you don't like this idea, we'll go back to this whole conversation of the child abuse that I got. I'm just trying to get off my...
About racist child abuse.
Racist.
It's like the craziest thing. It's just me and my friends were the only ones who got the baseball bat. Like, wait a second.
You know, I know this, but I was reading in my old high school, they've been having shootings there. So, see, you take away the bat.
Here in Oklahoma City?
No, it's in Colorado. Denver.
Oh, yeah, you're from Colorado.
You take away the bat, shootings start happening. Okay, so we have no guests today, right?
Correct.
So
I don't know where Goofy went, sorry.
Let's do, like, it's a call-in show, but one of us will be, like, answer the question, and then the other will be the interviewer. So, like, I'll call you up. So
okay.
Which one would you like to be?
I'll be the interviewer.
So I get to be the call-inner?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, you ready?
Yeah, I didn't know. I have to think. Here we go. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Ring.
Ding. Okay, you ring because you're the interviewer.
Ring, 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 ring. Welcome back to 92.1 The Sound. We got the lines are jam-packed. First caller in, Mr. Byron Jackson from Oklahoma City. Byron, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, Mark. I'm pretty good.
Byron, did you fart at the beginning of answering that phone call? Was that a live fart?
I'm doing pretty good, Mark. I'm doing pretty good. I have to say, though, is it okay to eat dog?
My God, Byron. Ladies and gentlemen, things just got a little wacky on 92.1 The Morning Drive.
Well, see, I have this dog.
Go on, Byron.
We have this dog next door. Barked all the time. It's a barking dog, and they kept it on a chain. So I go, one day I'm hungry.
Remember, you're live, Byron.
I am.
You're live for everyone listening, 92.1, so, but keep going. Just want to let you know, sir.
So the dogs... Anyway, all I'm going to say...
Were you angry at the dogs for barking?
At some point.
Or did you feel bad that they were on the chain?
I felt hungry.
Trying to give you a way out here, Byron, but you seem like a trouble man. And to start this morning off with our first caller on 92.1, the sound...
But what is your advice? Okay, so the dog is gone now.
Because you ate him.
We're not saying that.
Okay.
We're not saying it because I'm live. The dog is gone. What should I do with my neighbors now? Should I get them another dog?
I think you need to eliminate anything that could get you in trouble, Byron. Why stop at the dog?
This is why I call in the Mark Show. Mark, I've been listening to you since I was 6. And really, I will tell you that you're the only white person I have ever listened to on the radio.
Well, that's wacky.
It's great. So
before we let you go, Byron, what song do you want to hear next, sir?
I would like to hear Working in the Coal Mine.
Working in the Coal Mine by?
I don't know. You're the radio guy. I just make the requests.
Working in the coal mine.
Do you have a dog, Mark?
Yeah, I got 3 dogs that you're never allowed to meet now.
Can I come over?
Yeah. Sure, bud. We have a Pomeranian. We have and then 2 golden doodles, Gus and Emmett.
Oh.
You got a dog?